talk about determining the prize winners for your party and how to maximize your business potential. Determining your prize winners is an item on your hostess coaching timeline in the day after party section. It is something that I choose to do later in the afternoon so that guests who weren't able to come during the party have an opportunity to still go into the party, comment, participate, and rack up some entries. Doing that gives them the opportunity to still watch the videos, and let's face it, the books really sell themselves if we can just get them to watch our videos, right? The first thing I do with determining prize winners is to go to my survey results. You will highlight all the places that say maybe or yes that they would like to do a party. Teresa is pink because she is already doing a party. I already booked her. I need to make sure that Shannon, Shelly, and Megan, no matter what, win, even if I have to make up prizes for. It's at this point that you will write down on your party prize winner template the names of those who participated in the survey, and then check the categories: need to win, already booked a party, or doesn't want to host a party. Your dialogue for a party document has the links to the resources that you will need. The template is found here. Download it, make a few copies, and have them handy because you're going to need one for every party that reaches a minimum of $150 or whatever you set your minimum at before you announce your winners. The other document that you're going to need is the blurbs for announcing the winners and for private messaging each one and letting them know what their prize choices are. That can be found here. So let's get started. So right now I'm going to write all of the people who participated in the survey down on my prize winner template. And I'm going to mark if they wanted to do a party, if they've already booked a party, or if they would not like to host a party at all. Shannon, she needs to win because she said maybe she would do a party. She does not want to host. So now I'm going to go to the welcome post and write down all the names on my template of everyone who participated in the roll call. You're going to do that under the roll call section of your template. Next, you're going to go to any pre-party games you did and do the same. Write down all the people who participated if it's for like a raffle, or write down the name of the clear winner if it was already established who won.
Unfortunately, in my party, nobody participated before the goose picture went off, so I don't have a pre-party game winner.
After that, I go through and I do tallies next to the names of everyone who participated in a post related to the books. For example, if they were asked to say which book title that they liked after watching a video and they participated, I begin tallying their names on the far left section of the template. You can see as I'm starting to tally that names were added to the list because these people did not take part in the survey. So if they did not take part in this survey, I put a little star by their name so I can go back, look on their Facebook, see if they have kids and could quite possibly be interested in doing a book party. Because without doing the survey, I don't know if they're interested or not. They could be, and it might behoove me to incentivize them by winning a prize. When you start tallying for the 20 questions post where they get an entry for every question they ask, make sure that they do get a tally for every single question they ask, and sometimes they ask multiple questions in the same comment. After you've tallied up all of the entries for people participating throughout the party, then start adding the names under the different games you've done during the party. I did this picture roulette game in this event, so I would write down on the party game line on my template, picture roulette, and then write down all the names under there in that category of those who participated in that game. I personally tend to give out as many prizes as possible in order to get as many bookings as possible. And I use the data in my favor in order to do that. I never said that doing this muddle and match game was going to be for a prize, but I've never had anybody come back and tell me, you never said that was for a prize. So I use it to my advantage. I write down everybody who participated under this little muddle and match fun activity. And if I need to give an extra prize away because there were multiple people who said they might do a party, then I use it as a prize for the event. After I'm done putting all the information into the template, it's time to analyze the data. First, I need to make sure that Shannon, Shelly, and Megan win something. There are also a lot of tally marks next to this person's star, this one, and this one. They did not do my survey and they participated a lot, so there could be potential that they may do a party for me. I do typically go look at their Facebook and see if it was a grandma, a mom, or if it was somebody that has kids of their own, and it was probably a friend. Brandy has the most tally points, so by probability, if I did take the time to put all of these names on little pieces of paper and put them in a hat, and I drew one out, she would have the best odds of winning. However, I use probability and business sense in determining my prize winners in order to help my business grow. I have decided to make Brandy my grand prize winner. She's already doing a party for me, so when I private message her and tell her her prizes, I'm going to let her know that she won something, or if she waits for me to add it to her party that's not until September, I will give her something bigger and better that I can add to her event at the 65% off discount. Now I'm going to mark everywhere that I see Shannon, Shelly, and Megan's name. Well, that was easy. They participated in everything. All three of them did. Sometimes you will get somebody who you are trying to find a prize for, and you have to make sure that you're giving them a prize in a category they actually participated in. The other names that I want to look out for are Lacey, Kathy, and Jacqueline A. It turns out that it looks like on Facebook, Kathy is friends with Brandy and Teresa, and they're both already doing a party for me. Plus, I believe she looks to be more like a grandmother, so I don't think that she would do a party also. So I'm going to go ahead and mark her off the list wherever I see her name. And now I need to make sure I am giving away a prize to Shannon, Shelly, Megan, Lacey, and Jacqueline A. That's 5 more prizes. I have 1, 2, 3 categories, so I need to give away 2 more prizes. One way to do that is to do runner-up winners. We can do a runner-up roll call, and we can do a runner-up roulette. Shelly has several tallies, so I'm going to make her the roll call winner and mark her off. Lacey also has a lot of tallies, so I'm going to make her the roulette winner and mark her off. Megan R. and Shannon participated in the survey, and they said they might want to do a party. So I'm going to make Megan the muddled name winner and check her off. I will make Shannon the roll call winner and Jacqueline A. the roulette runner-up. So now it's time to use the prize document to announce the winners in the event. Using this document, which can be found from the Hostess Coaching Timeline or the dialogue document, you will see different blurbs that you can use and edit when posting the winners. I typically go in order. First, I do the pre-party game, whatever it was. You will copy this, paste it in the event, edit the parts that you need to edit, and attach a winner graphic. This is how that would work. Next up, the roll call winner is Shelly Martell. You tag their name, and then when you are in the Google Drive, type the word winner and different winner graphics will come up for you to use. I try to use a different graphic per announcement. My picture roulette prize goes to Lacey Weist. I tagged her name, and now I'm going to choose a different graphic. When I do the Muddle and Match name winner, I like to go back, find out what their Muddle name was, and use it in their announcement just to make it a little bit more fun. And last but not least, I need to post my grand prize winner. A few days after you've posted winners, you might want to consider doing a runner-up winner or two if you haven't gotten any bookings yet. It might be worth it to try and see if there are any other people out there that might take you up on your offer. I do always keep the copy of my party prize winner template with the hostess coaching timeline for that party. I keep it together, and after the party's completely closed out, the prizes have all been sent, I file it away so that if I ever need to reference anything back on that party, I can look back on it and have it all together. Now let's talk what we're going to message them. Further down this document are different blurbs you can private message the hostess to let them know what their prize choices are. The reason why we do choices is to try to get more bookings so that we can continue to grow our business. If you're aiming at getting only one booking out of every party, then your business is just staying afloat. But if you're aiming to get more than one booking out of every party, then your business is expanding and you're adding like more branches to your tree. So it should always be your goal to get more than one booking out of every single party. I would like to point out a few things that are noted in these different options. First, going to school, going to dentist, and going to the doctor are 3 mini books that you can get in the back office under promotional items for only $1 each. Their normal value is $1.99. When you're first starting out and you're not quite making that much money yet, you may opt to choose and give all winners one of these books, and then the grand prize winner a sample pack of white cling cards. That's what I did for at least my first 6 months. Typically, most winners will be given an option between a mini book, or they book a party with you and they get a flashlight book of their choice as soon as their party meets the required minimum. The required minimum is $100 in retail sales. When their party reaches that minimum, the consultant gets an option in the back office when they're closing them out. At a $50 value, they get 65% off. So if they reach that minimum, that $12.99 flashlight book will only cost them $4.55. And then that's their portion that they add to the final total at the end when they're closing them out. Another common option that you will see is the $20 in extra free books. If you choose to offer an extra $20 in free books on top of their hostess rewards, if they meet the party minimum, then that will only be $7 out of your pocket, not $20, because we get 65% off. The next thing I'd like to point out is where it says summer or fall here. Sometimes a guest may not choose the second option because they assume that we want them to do the party within the next week or two. But if you give them the option, letting them know that you're open to a wider range and something that's a little bit further down the road, they might take you up on the offer. Otherwise, if you're needing to do parties immediately in order to reach a goal, then you should take this part out. If you're in your incentive period, it is very important to always point out that you can offer them an easy chance at earning double the free books. All they have to do is sell $250 in retail and you get a booking. If that happens, they get a minimum of $80 in free books. Here's one way you might choose to word your message to your grand prize winner. Congrats, blank, on your big grand prize win. Thank you so much for joining in on the party fun last night. You won a sample pack of white cling cards. You also won blah, blah, blah if you choose to do a party with me. Or if they're already doing a party with you and they're your grand prize winner, you can tell them, congrats, Kim, on your grand prize win. You won blank. And then you say, I'm adding it to your reward so you're going to get all of your books at the same time. It will be like Christmas Day, something like that. The reason why that would be beneficial is because you can offer a nicer prize because you're going to get it for 65% off if her party meets the minimum. However, you said it was her prize. So on the third page of your timeline, rather than writing flashlight book if minimum, you would write blank book, whatever you told her she won, and then dash legit won. So even if her party does not reach $100 in sales, you will still have to honor that because it is a prize and not an incentive to do a party. So in this situation, you're taking a little bit of a gamble, but you're most likely going to have parties that reach at least $100. It's also a plus because then you don't have to go to the post office and pay shipping because the hostess has already agreed to pay the shipping and tax on her rewards. A little bit further down, you will find where it explains what the sample pack of white clean cards is. And a lot of people choose to give that to their grand prize winner. Or if you've had a party that's brought in a lot of sales and you want to give better prizes to those winners, you might give a sample pack of white clean cards to a regular winner and then something different for the grand prize winner. You may have noticed that a lot of the options for booking a party say either flashlight book or an extra $20 in free books if they reach the $100 minimum. You are not limited to only those two things. You can choose whatever you would like to choose. If you are looking at the winner's Facebook profile, you might notice that they have babies and the flashlight book might not be as appealing to them and it might not get them to choose that option. Therefore, you might choose to do a tummy time book or that's not my book of their choice. So be mindful of that when you're deciding what the incentive is, because your goal is to get as many bookings out of every party as possible. So you're going to need to cater to the guests. One of the reasons why we do choose to do private messages instead of posting exactly what they won in the party is so they can have the privacy of making their choice. I do try to post a picture of what the grand prize winner is going to get, and then in the message I say, you also won, and I let her know the other things she won in that private message. And typically it would be blank if you choose to do a party with me if they're not already doing one. Well, I hope that helped explain how you determine your prize winners and how you post the winners, and then finally, how you let the winners know what their prize choices are. Thank you for your time. Please reach out to your sponsor or team leader if you have any questions.